Dr. Mustafa Abdullahi, ladies and gentlemen. Renowned
NLC President, former National Chairman of the All Progressives Congress, former Governor of Edo State, Comrade, Senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Senator Adams Aliyu Oshomole. We'd like to welcome you as we recognize the presence of the State Chairman, APC Akwa Ibom State. We'd like to recognize the presence of Obong Stephen Ntukepo. We welcome you and members of the All Progressives Congress of Akwa Ibom extraction that have found time to be here. Let's run with a test quickly on the microphone for the number one. We welcome all the way from Delta State, distinguished Senator James Manager. We welcome you. Deputy Speaker, House of Representatives, Inyabia. We appreciate your presence. The Right Honorable Benjamin Okezie Kalu.
Check. 1, 2. Check. 1, 2. Mic check. 1, 2. Check. 1, 2. Check. Check.
Senator Munir Ned Nwoko, we'd like to welcome you. Thank you for joining us here this evening. Honorable Marilyn Okowa, daughter of very distinguished Senator Ifeanyi Okowa, we welcome you and your mom. Distinguished Senator James Manager, we welcome you. Just as we recognize distinguished Senator.
Also welcoming the immediate past chairman of the All Progressive Congress, Chairman, Kogi State, Comrade Abdullahi Bello. You are welcome. You are recognized.
My brother has done a bit of this recognition already, but because of the relationship between all of us and the hierarchy, I'd like to single out for recognition one more time. The Director General and CEO, Energy Commission of Nigeria. We'd like to appreciate your presence, Dr. Mustafa Abdullahi. Thank you for joining us this evening. Let me also recognize the APC State Chairman, Benue State. We'd like to welcome you. We recognize you, Chief Dr. Benjamin Omale Edijen.
Good afternoon. We're all here live at the Eagle Square, venue of the APC 2026 convention. And with me here is His Excellency, the Right Honorable Benjamin Kalu, who is the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, the Secretary, the Chairman of the Digital Media and New Media Committee, and the Secretary of the Elections Committee. Sir, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
It's good to have you here, and this is your home,
Thank you.
as your co-chairman of our committee.
Yes, thank
We
you.
knew you were here till almost 4 p.m. yesterday, 4 a.m. this morning, rather. Have you seen any difference between when you came early in the morning and now that you're back here to attend the convention as a whole?
A lot of difference. When I came yesterday, you were not fully set up. Coming in here, you're all ready, and I've watched what you are doing. Didn't go out, see and feel what is happening here at the Eagle Square. And then coming into the arena, the Eagle Square, seeing a lot of decoration, welcoming members with beautiful colors of ABC. And the smiles on the faces of members of APC shows that they admire the level of coordination that is being applied in getting these things done. And I must also commend the security. Coming in here was safe, but a tough one.
I mean, it was tougher than coming into the villa.
Honestly, it took me almost 1 hour to get in here. And I think I'm going to speak to the security committee to relax the protocol a little bit, to enable members not go back to their hotel, but to populate their stand. Because I've gone around the stand, I'm still going around, making sure that all the polling units for these elections, they are in order. That falls under my mandate to make sure the materials for the election, the logistics for the election, the infrastructure to carry out the election in a transparent manner that they are in place. And like you said, we left here about 4 a.m. Yes. We are back again, and we're going to be here till the early hours of tomorrow's morning.
So on the level of preparedness, on one side, we're doing a consensus. On the other side, we're voting. How do those two work?
When you talk about harmonization, census, you need to give an evidence of how it took place. Was it through oral affirmation of our consensus candidate through ballot? What you are going to see on the ballot is a single position, a single name, that is the consensus candidate, and then the affirmation column, which is going to be yes or no.
Okay.
And the number of yes shows how much of the delegates assented to the harmonized list. So that is what is going to happen. The ballot paper will be arriving any moment from now. You'll see those candidates that have been selected through their zone. Because you see, every position in the National Working Committee, in the spirit of federal character, in the spirit of national unity and cohesion, is shared across political zones. And when it gets to the zone, it is also micro-zone to states. So each state, they are able to sit down and pick up a candidate. That candidate is what we are affirming today, that they are actually the decision of this convention. It's the highest decision-making body of this political party.
So how well prepared is your committee, or one of your two committees, to conduct a free, fair, and the kind of best elections for a party that Nigeria has ever seen?
Well prepared. We've been on this for a while. Sleepless night.
I heard INEC is also here.
INEC is here. If INEC is not here, then you're on the front of your own. Because your report matters a lot. And if you are doing any convention and the venue is not approved by INEC and they are not notified and they are not there, you're on the front of your own. So whatever you're doing there amounts to mere jamboree. But with INEC being around, and they've been around, observing what we are doing, it gives credibility to and integrity to to what we are doing today. And because their report is what is going to be the working document of this party, that we follow the provisions of the Constitution in terms of 82.4, 84, with regards to political parties electing the executive officers in line with democratic principles. So they are going to observe that to ensure that it is being done. And for us, we have crossed every T, we have dotted every I. If you go out and you see the kind of polling units that we are setting up, you will be impressed.
So you're telling me that there are lessons for other political parties
Of course.
to learn from the APC?
Of course, that is why we are here. We are the biggest political party in the entire black race in the world.
True.
Not in Nigeria, not in West Africa, not in African continent. I'm talking about the world. And today, the world is viewing what we are doing, how we are doing it, and with what we are doing it. CNN, I'm sure they are here, BBC, all the Sky News, all the global news platforms, they are here. And they are watching every step that we make. And I can assure you that we are setting a template for other political parties to learn from us, how to believe in either direct, elections, consensus election organization, and how to make sure that it is well documented. So that if there's any litigation of any type emanating from it, we have a documentary evidence in the form of the ballot papers as well as the result sheet. That will be result sheet. And there will be certificate of return.
Okay.
So when we finish the process, the votes will be counted, the result sheet will be given out, it will be in triplicate. One copy will be given to who is going to receive the certificate of return before the announcement is made and the inauguration will take place here. So we are both board when it comes to following the democratic guidelines and making sure that the emergence of those who will control the biggest party in the black race, that they are done with democratic ethos and principles at the back of our mind.
So final question, sir. You're a principal officer of the National Assembly.
Presiding officer.
The presiding officer of the National Assembly. But you're also from the Southeast and you represent your state in the National Assembly, your constituency.
Federal constituency.
A very simple question, and it's this. Why do you think people of the Southeast should come out en masse for the APC in the next elections?
The Renewed Hope agenda is not discriminatory. The Renewed Hope agenda is welcoming to all sub-national or sub-regions in this country, geopolitical zones. The Renewed Hope agenda does not say to be done for the Northwest, and this will not be done for the Southeast. So it's universal.
Inclusive.
And it's inclusive. And because of that, we've seen the practical exhibition of this agenda across board. There is no state in the Southeast that is not receiving support from the federal government.
True.
The truth remains that in our history, there has never been a time the federal government allowed the amount of resources that has gone to the sub-national. This is the only time the president did not design program at the federal level to use what's supposed to go through oil subsidy to fund that project, and then from that project he will attend to the states. He said, no, I am a Democrat and I believe in core federalism. Let this sub-national breathe. I've been in the room with him when conversations were held with regard, why are you allowing so much money to go to the sub-national? When you are struggling also at the federal to pay, he says, no, it's not my money. He says, it's not my money, I am making them have access to those money to help those citizens of our country. And he said, and that touched me, if you impact anyone in any state at the grassroots, you have solved half of my problem.
True. True.
So I don't have to be the one doing it. You are the extension of my hand. If you impact at the grassroots, it is the federal government, it is the national government.
Very
a
true.
group that is coming from the grassroots is It's a growth that will go national at the end of the day. So he is not about applause. He's not looking for those who will clap for him. He's not looking for those who will praise him. I mean, not that he's averse to it, but for him it's about legacy. For him it's about what can I leave behind after being the president? What can I retool? What can I reform? What can I prune to make sure that from now on, people will have a new template to be able to push the nation forward. I think that is what, whenever you have conversation with the president, the passion with which he discusses Nigeria.
I mean, we all know President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for that.
Honestly, and the passion is there, and everything you see him doing is for the growth of this nation. So my people Southeast have come to see this. That's why when he started, we had only Imo and Ebonyi State. Today the capital of Igbo land is Enugu State. Enugu, that was called PDP, has always voted PDP. They're on board. And honestly speaking, the Enugu State government is doing well. The same with Imo State, that is with APC. The same with the Ebonyi State, that is with APC. So there is nothing to wait for again. And you see Soludo of Anambra State is supporting the president. I must tell you
He has always said it.
Not in words. I know he has always said it. Not in words. I can assure you that he's one of the governors that have always defended the principles, the policies of this administration. He doesn't hide it. I can't say that for other governors who are sitting on the fence, but for Soludo, though he's not with us, but I can assure you that he projects the policies of this government with passion. So, with Soludo on board, with Enugu State on board, with Imo State on board, with Ebonyi State on board, what is left? Only Abia State, where I come from. And I'm hoping with the work we are doing, tilling the ground, Abia will be on board, and the vote that will come out from Southeast in support of this administration will be massive.
So thank you for talking about President Tinubu. Now, would you kindly help me look to the camera and speak in your native dialect to your federal constituency?
Bende Maman, Abia Maman, Asamekelunu, Una Holano, one who works in Nihaneme, na party akacha party ni elu na Nigeria, na Africa, no wanile, eba ole nwere ndị isi ojii. Esom ni ha aneme, una ga agbaire mazu. Mgbe mbera bịa rịọ unu na FCT elections, unu bịa yere anyị aka. Unu bịara yere anyị aka, anyị win 5/6. Aya bidokwala ọzọ m na-azụ unu pati a wee ebe anyị kwesịrị ịnọ. Pati a hụrụ ndị Igbo n'anya. Hapụ ihe ndị ọzọ a na-akọ. Nke bụ eziokwu na anyị bịa asị girigiri ugwu eze. Ọ bụrụ na anyị bịa ebe anọkọta ọnụ, nkọta mamịrị ọ ga-agbụ. Unu hapụ akụkọ ndị nna na unu bịa nọnye. Ndị Bende Federal Constituency, unu ahụla n'otu prezidenti ji hụ unu n'anya. Ndị Abịa, unu ahụla otu prezidenti ji hụ unu n'anya. Ụzọ ahụ niile a na-arụ, ọ prezidenti na approve ka a na-arụ ya, na-asọpọtụ ka a na-arụ ya. Adamazụ, ọ bụrụ na anyị nọkọta ọnụ yere pati ya aka ka o tokwuo etokwuo, yere prezidenti anyị aka ka o win elekshọn na nke a na-abịa abịa, ihe ọma ga-emere anyị na-abịa, mere anyị na Bende, mere anyị na Nigeria. Igbo, Maman!
Hey! Thank you very much,
Thank you very much.
May I call our Vice Chairman to come on stage and other members of the committee?
Thank you.
Not much. So that we don't
See, the convention, the place is already fixed. Everything is in order. And we know that everything will be okay. We will do it very successfully.
Let the music play and play on. Everybody sing, everybody dance. Lose yourself in white romance. We got to party, time and feast forever. Come on and sing along. We got to party, time and feast forever. Come on and sing a song. All night long, all night. 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 Whoa. What are you gonna do? Get on it. 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 Woo! Get on. Get on. Come on now.
I'd like to specially recognize and welcome the Honorable Minister of Water Resources and Sanitation. Let me welcome Engineer Professor Joseph Tadunom Utsef, who specially welcome you, Honorable Minister. I'd like to also specially welcome and recognize the member representing Okigwe North Federal Constituency, Honorable Princess Miriam Onoha. We specially welcome you. She also serves as the Assistant Secretary of the Election Committee for the 2026 APC Convention. Welcome you.
Because the thing is already in order, and we don't think we have any issue during this convention, because we have understand ourselves from the party office. We know that there is nothing bad we have in here, inshallah. As we started now, we are going to end it with successfully, inshallah.
I'm very impressed. The place, everything, the security, everything is going normal by now, and we are praying to end it well by God's grace.
The Renew Hope agenda, as you can see, is renewed. Look at the serenity of the environment, and it's just beautiful. So we are hoping that at the end of this convention, we are going to have a renewed APC and renew members and renew Nigeria. This is what we expected. The serenity of the environment. The beauty of this place is the reflection of the good things the administration of His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing for Nigeria. And by the grace of God, Nigeria will see that leaders of credible and capable characters and capacity will emerge as a result of this national convention.
See, the convention, the place is already fixed. Everything is in order, and we know that everything will be okay. We will do it very successful, because the thing is already in order, and we don't think we have any issue during this convention, because we have understand ourselves from the party office. We know that there is nothing bad we have in here, inshallah. As we started now, we are going to end it with successfully, inshallah.
I'm very impressed. The place, everything, the security, everything is going normal by now, and we are praying to end it well by God's grace.
The Renew Hope agenda, as you can see, is renewed. Look at the serenity of the environment, and it's just beautiful. So we are hoping that at the end of this convention, we are going to have a renewed APC and renew members and renew Nigeria.
The Speaker of the House of Representatives is also the chairman of the subcommittee on elections. I'd like to especially welcome to this event Right Honorable Benjamin Okezie Carlo. Please, can we give him a round of applause? Let's put our hands together for him. He's here with his entourage. I see the Chief of Staff and about 72 other people. We welcome you all.
Just as we continue to recognize our distinguished guests that have arrived this arena, I have the privilege of announcing to all members of the Federal Executive Council to please, at this point in time, move to their state boxes. The announcement is coming from the organizers that all ministers of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 7 ministers, should please move to their state pavilions.
What we expected.
We also, whilst making the announcement, just saw the perfect gentleman governor
the good things
of Ogun
the
State,
administration of
who is
His Excellency
transforming
Bola Ahmed
Ogun
Tinubu is doing
State
for Nigeria.
beyond leaps and bounds.
By the grace of God,
Gentleman
Nigeria will see
Otumba
that
himself,
leaders of credible
and of course
and
the
capable
man, a
characters
for
and
that matter.
capacity
Dakpo
will
Abiodun
emerge
would like
as
to
a result
welcome
of
you,
this national convention.
And he is
See, the
responsible
convention,
for
the place is already
exquisite
fixed. everything is
venue
in order,
decoration
and
the
we know
ambience
that
that you see
everything will be
here
okay. We will
this
do it very
evening.
successfully
Prince
because the thing
Dakwa
is already in
we are
order,
proud
and
of
we
you,
don't think
sir.
we have any
Thank you very
issue
much
during this
for doing a
convention because we
yeoman's
have
job.
understand ourselves from
Whilst
the party
that
office.
announcement was
We know
being
that there
made,
is nothing bad we have in
I
here,
looked
inshallah.
back and
As
I
we
saw
started
the
now,
Honorable
we are going
Minister
to
of
end it
State
successfully, inshallah.
for
I'm very
regional
impressed.
development,
The place,
former Deputy
everything,
Governor
the
of Taraba
security,
State,
everything is going
His
normal by now,
Excellency
and we are
Barrister
praying to end
Amadou
it
Ubame
well by
Geri.
God's grace.
Would like to welcome you,
The Renew
and
Hope
also
agenda, as you
Ambassador
can see, is
Designate
renewed. Look at the serenity of the
Senator
environment,
Ita
and it's just
Solomon
beautiful.
Ena.
So we are
Would like to
hoping that
welcome you to today's
at the
event.
end of this convention,
Right
we are going to
Honorable
have
Mike
a renewed
Etaba,
APC and
member
renewed
representing
members are renewed
Avubra,
Nigeria.
Zone constituency of Cross River State. Would like to welcome you as well. Thank you, and thank you very much for coming.
Let me quickly
This is
recognize
what
and
we
welcome
expected.
Chairman Senate
The
Committee on
serenity of the
Information and
environment, the
National
beauty of
Orientation.
this
I'd
place
like to
is the
welcome
reflection
distinguished
of
Senator
the good
Kenneth
things, the
Chukwemeka
administration of
Eze. We welcome you.
Recognizing the very meticulous handwork of the Assistant Secretary, Election Committee, APC National Convention 2026, Dr. Sanusi Ohiare and his group, we recognize your effort for putting this perfectly the way it should be.
Let me very specially welcome and recognize the Chief Executive Officer of Mama Bama Care Foundation, member of the Venue Subcommittee, and of course the Subcommittee on Security. I'd like to welcome and recognize very specially Honorable Jennifer Oguze, who specially welcome you.
Also recognizing the able presence of Hajia Hannatu Musawa, Minister of Art, Culture, and the Creative Economy. You are warmly welcome, Hajia Hannatu Musawa.
Her portfolio is pretty very long for Barrister Hannatu Musawa. She is also Minister for not just the arts, not just culture, not just tourism, but also the creative economy. Creative arts and economy. We'd like to welcome you. I'd like to recognize the presence of the Honorable Minister of Water Resources and Sanitations, Engineer Professor Joseph Telumo Utsev. We'd like to welcome you, sir. And leading the elders from Benue State to this arena is Chief Barnabas Gemade, former national chairman and former, well, once a senator, always a senator, former governorship aspirant, Senator Chief Engineer Barnabas Gemade. We welcome you. We also recognize Major General Lawrence Onoja, retired CON, MNI, who was former military governor of Plateau and Bauchi states respectively. Katsina state respectively. We also recognize the immediate past ambassador of Nigeria to Tanzania, former speaker, Benue State House of Assembly, former governorship candidate in Benue State, Your Excellency, the Right Honorable Tehemen Tazo. Right Honorable Titus Uba, former Speaker, Benue State House of Assembly. We welcome you. Right Honorable David Yohemba, former Speaker, Benue State House of Assembly. We welcome you as well.
Recognizing, ladies and gentlemen, the warm presence of Senator Muhammad Sani Musa, CON, the chairman of the Senate Committee on Finance, ladies and gentlemen, the landlord, as he is fondly called, Senator Muhammad Sani Musa, CON.
Before we take the performing arts, let me respectfully recognize very specially my amazing elder brother and friend. We call him Chief Priest. He's a state director, City boy movement for Imo State. An amazing, talented musical act performed in my show anyway. Also to state that one of the very wonderful, illustrious son of the Southeast, Imo State particularly, let me recognize and welcome Honorable Pascal Okechukwu. We call him Chief Priest. Sometimes he says money na water, but I think for here, vote na water, convention na water. We welcome you.
We'll keep the recognitions coming, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Let me recognize the presence of the Honorable Minister for Industry, Trade and Investment of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, doing a Your Woman's job, Dr. Jumoke Oduwale, Dr. Jumoke Oduwale, MFR, would like to welcome you. Engineer Elias Mbam, former chairman, Revenue Mobilization and Fiscal Allocations Commission, and a member of the National Convention Election Committee, we welcome you. Let me recognize the presence of distinguished Senator Olubi Fadi Ajagunla Omodua. We welcome you. Distinguished Senator Yemi Adara Modu, would like to welcome you. Thank you so much for coming. As we also recognize distinguished Senator Dicket Plang from Plateau State, who also doubles as the Vice Chairman, Convention Committee on Accreditation of Diplomats and Diasporans.
Thank you very much.
We'd also quickly move on to recognizing the presence of Right Honorable Doherty Mato, former member, National Assembly. We also recognize the presence of distinguished Senator Jarigbe Agom Jarigbe. We'd like to welcome you to this arena. We recognize the presence of Her Excellency Dame Pauline Talen, OFR, former Minister of Women Affairs, former Deputy Governor of Plateau State, to welcome you. Right Honorable Emmanuel Jime, former Speaker, Benue State House of Assembly and Executive Secretary, former Executive Secretary, Shippers Council, we welcome you. Honorable Benjamin Wayo, former member, National Assembly of Benue State Extraction, would like to welcome you. Many more dignitaries. Honorable Julieta Obeta is also here. Juliana Obeta would like to welcome you. We recognize my dear sister, I call her Distinguished Senatress, Bisola Moniz, SA Events and Ceremonies and Public Hearings, to the President of the Senate. We welcome you.
Recognizing, ladies and gentlemen, the presence of His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Enugu State, Sir Peter N. Mba. You are welcome, Your Excellency. His Excellencies Sullivan Chime, former Governor Enugu State, is also in the house. Honorary Minister Kingsley Ude, SAN, it's also in the house. Mr. Osita Okechukwu, Senator Chukwuka Uthazi is also in the house. Dr. Ben Woye, and Honorable Stella Ugu, member House of Representatives. Our own Senator Bintamasi, it's also in the house. You are warmly recognized, your distinguished senator. We call him the hilarious Excellency, the Lagos Board. Sheyi Law will be joining us shortly on this podium as we collectively navigate the business of anchoring.
I'd like to very specially recognize and welcome to this event my very amazing boss, the boss of the Federal Ministry of Steel Development. I'd like to welcome Honorable Minister of Steel Development of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Prince Shaibu Abubakar Audu. Welcome you, sir.
The Honorable Minister of Steel Development, young, vibrant, and energetic Prince Shaib Audu Abubakar is also in the house. You are welcome, Honorable Minister. Delegates are asked to please go to their respective states. You are expected to take the pavilion that belongs to your state. Thank you very much. Sheila, we are yawning for your hilarious touch as we continue. Not forgetting the presence of the vocal prince, Chooks the General, the Ozzy, there's a Dimbu one of the microphone.
Let me respectfully recognize, since you brought me up, very specially, Senator representing Owerri Zone from Imo State. I'd like to specially recognize and welcome Senator Onyewuchi Ezenwa, who specially welcome you. It's very important to, at this point, I'd like to specially at this point announce that every honorary minister should please
Black jersey on the beat.
Can I go ahead?
Holy Father, every day man they pray for the rabbi. Holy Father, every day man they pray for the rabbi. Many things that my eyes don't see, they my man no fit talk and more. Many things that my eyes don't see, they my man no fit talk and more. Boy, they pay me oh gaga, they was scatter my data. When God did for your matter, everything go they say get. Boy, they pay me oh gaga, they was scatter my data. When God did for your matter, everything go they say get. See your picking, Holy Father, my Holy Father, send your blessings, shout Jehovah. All of a sudden, the pain is over. Every day make my house the jabureta, make we the ricotta, ricotta, siompota. Holy Father, when they ask for the palm and they para, and they work every day, man no tire. For you start to the talk room, Maya.
I'd like to very quickly recognize the Honorable Minister of Education of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I'd like to welcome and recognize Dr. Tunji Alausa. We specially welcome you, Honorable Minister. Before we hear the golden voice of Sheila, let me just quickly announce and celebrate all the Delta delegates, all our wonderful delegates from Delta states, especially my Ika constituency. We appreciate you all. I see Oga Hillary, I see Honorable Marilyn, local government chairman. God bless you all. Thank you, our Delta delegates. Ika, precisely. Ninkem Kwewo, Alwani.
All right. Please, at this moment, permit me to recognize the APC State Chairman, Imo State, Chief Austin Onyedebelu. You're highly welcome. Distinguished Senator Osita Izunasho, Senator Imo West, Distinguished Senator Patrick Ndubueze, Senator Imo North. We want to also recognize the SSG Imo State Chief, Cosmas Iwu. We also have the Chief of Staff to Imo State Governor, Barrister Nnamdi Anyeye. A three-time member House of Representatives, Honorable Chike Okafor is also here. We have APC leader, Chief Barrister Chris Oke Ulono. Also, an APC leader in Imo State, Chief Chinedu Chukwu Onye. You're highly welcome. I remember just shortly, while we were doing accreditation outside, a guy came and said that you check his name, that is from Ogun State. We checked, his name was not there. He said that you check Ondo. We checked, his name was not there. He said, let's check the Southwest delegate. His name was not there. We moved to the South-South, Southeast, Northeast, Northwest, North Central. We couldn't find the name. He said, we should check APC diaspora. We checked and his name was not there. The guy confused every one of us when he said we should check.
To say a big kudos to all members of the several committees inaugurated to handle the preparation for the National Convention. I'm very confident that, God willing, we're going to have a wonderful and a very successful convention tonight.
You must be enjoying your job, sir.
Yeah.
I mean, given the fact that for the first time in the history of this country, we've never seen a president that allows ministers to do their own thing. And I'm talking in respect to the regional development commissions that have been established, which you supervise. Tell us how it's been, your experience working with these several development commissions.
Let me thank our president, our indefatigable president, President Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, GCFR, for first of all initiating the process of getting the commissions created. We've had presidents come and go, but this nationalist answered the yearnings of Nigerians by the singular action of creating 5 additional commissions in direct response to the yearnings of Nigerians. I have said several media, that these commissions, if properly managed, like we are putting all hands on deck to do, represent one single bullet that will shoot down development challenges in Nigeria. And how do I mean? Before now, we had the Northeast Development Commission and only the NDDC. You know all the stories behind their creation. Agitations in the South-South, source control, environmental degradation of despoilation. The insurgency in the Northeast gave rise to the creation of the Northeast Development Commission. But in normal peacetime, this president sat and thought about addressing development challenges across Nigeria. It would have been just simple to just walk away and continue doing the normal. But this is not a normal president in the sense that he has done several abnormal but beautifully abnormal things. How do I mean? He gave the South-South Development Commission different from the NDDC. Some people have argued why the South-South Development Commission besides the NDDC. The NDDC was created for the reasons I told you. And even for reasons of fairness, equity, and justice. He thought, and we believe, that the South-South ought to have gotten its Development Commission to deal with the problems of the South-South. Sure. I'll just give you one reason. There are states that are members within the areas of mandate of the Niger Delta Development Commission that are not oil producing. So if you had left them out, where would they have gotten their own share of this development bazaar, so to speak? Then we have the Southeast Development Commission, the Southwest Development Commission. We have the North Central Development Commission and the Northwest Development Commission. In summation, all these commissions were created to deal with specific problems. For the Northwest Development Commission, you know we have issues of security, cattle rustling, generally security, kidnap for ransom, and some people don't even know that we have as a major challenge VVF. You know VVF?
Yes, of course.
And these are very serious issues that are connected to development, the development challenges we have in the regions. The commissions now have been properly, so it's in agreement with a management consultancy firm.